How's it going, YouTube? Navysooner here. So I've got two guns with me right now. They're my BCM pistol and my arrow pistol. Well, BCM upper, arrow upper. Anyways, so we're not going to be doing the review on either of these guns because I've already done a review on these guns. What we are doing a review over are the Sons of Liberty Gunworks NOX and the Surefire WarComp, the open time version. So that's what we're going to be doing today.
Holy crap.
Alright, so since we're doing reviews on muzzle devices, I don't have two of the same gun to be able to put these on to compare to, but I do have fairly close to two of the same gun. Both of these are 11.5 inches, both of them have the same length gas system, and both are using H2 buffers in them. Also, weird fact, the way these are both set up right now, with the muzzle devices on there, they are both 7.1 pounds. Now, I don't have like a crazy, amazing scale, but it came out to 7.1 pounds for both of them, as they are configured now. Now, in a couple of spots, I used a 3-time magnifier on this gun when I was shooting, but that's not going to make much of a difference. So, let's take a closer look. Alright, so we're taking a closer look at these. This is the NOX by Sons of Liberty Gunworks. This is the WarComp by Surefire. So they're both 3-prong flash suppressors, and they both do compensation. The NOX, the 3 prongs on it are a little bit thinner, and it does compensation with these 2 sets of 3 holes. The Surefire, the prongs are a little bit thicker, and it does compensation with 2 rows of 6, so 12 total holes. Now you can have them timed to be for a right-handed shooter or a left-handed shooter or neutral. Now that's going to affect where the different prongs are. I have my Surefire, I have it timed for more of a neutral shooter to where left or right-handed shooter can use it, but it is slightly to the right. I have my NOX set up for a right-handed shooter. One thing that the NOX has over the WarComp is the fact that the WarComp, when you shoot it, it has kind of like a pitchfork ting to it. Let's see if I don't know if you can hear it, but it makes a little ting when you shoot it. My wife said, that's weird, I don't like that. But over time, when carbon builds up on the Surefire, you'll get rid of that pitchfork sound to it. So you don't need to worry about that. Now this one, my NOX, this is not set up to have a mount, but they sell one that you can mount a suppressor to it, and it is for dead air suppressors. Surefire, obviously for Surefire suppressors. Alright, so that was a close look at both of these. What I'm going to say about these is they both do a good job at flash suppression and compensation. Now, they're not the best of compensators. If you want something like that, go and get you ones that shoot everything out the side, nothing out the top, or whatever. Go get you a different kind of muzzle device if you want strictly compensation, because these are not compensators strictly. They're both flash and compensation. But what I will say is the Nox has a slightly better is slightly better at compensating than the WarComp. At least how I feel when it comes to shooting. Also, my wife tested both of them out, and she is kind of a PU-55 Yankee when it comes to shooting. So she likes the Nox better than the WarComp as well. She also said that there's not much difference, but if she had to go with one, it would be the Nox. Both are better than the A2, but don't get me wrong, the A2 is great. And what I'm about to say about these, you can still do the same thing with the A2. So, these both, you can mount suppressors on them. And if you're worried about compensation and flash suppression, you can mount suppressors on there. And the A2, guess what? They make suppressors that you can mount on A2 flash hiders. What it comes down to really is what suppressor you want to use, or if you want to use any at all. If you don't want to use a suppressor but you want compensation, just go get you a compensator that's strictly compensation. If you want to save money, because the WarComp is about $60 plus or minus more than the Nox. So the Nox has a slighter edge on that one too. But do you have dead air suppressor? Go with the Nox. Do you have Surefire suppressor? Go with the Surefire. If it doesn't matter and you don't have one yet, I mean, you gotta make a choice from there. But what I'm saying is I like the Nox more than the Surefire. I like them both better than the A2, but the A2 does just as great a job. So, in summary, I like the Nox. Well, that about sums it up for the Nox and the WarComp. I'm just going to leave you with that. Navysooner out. Hey, Harry Daniels.